Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Today, we delve into the powerful message of Surah Al-Ghaasyiyah, the 88th chapter of the Qur'an. This surah, named after the overwhelming event it describes, offers a profound reflection on the Day of Judgment. Its verses paint a vivid picture of that momentous day, contrasting the fates of those who lived righteously and those who succumbed to worldly desires. Join me as we explore the depths of Surah Al-Ghaasyiyah, seeking guidance and understanding from its timeless wisdom. May Allah grant us the ability to truly comprehend His words and implement them in our lives. Before we embark on our exploration of Surah Al-Ghaasyiyah, it's important to understand the concept of Asbabun Nuzul. This Arabic term translates to reasons or circumstances of revelation. It refers to the historical context surrounding the revelation of specific verses or surahs in the Qur'an. Understanding the Asbabun Nuzul provides valuable insight into the meaning and application of the verses. It helps us connect with the message on a deeper level by understanding the original audience and the situation they were in. While the Qur'an's message is universal and timeless, knowing the Asbabun Nuzul enriches our comprehension and allows us to extract practical lessons for our lives today. While there's no specific event definitively linked to the revelation of Surah Al-Ghaasyiyah, it's widely believed to have been revealed in Makkah during the early years of Prophet Muhammad's, peace be upon him, prophethood. This was a time of great significance and transformation in the Arabian Peninsula. This period was marked by intense opposition from the Quraysh tribe, who vehemently rejected the Prophet's message of monotheism. The Quraysh, being the custodians of the Kaaba and influential leaders in Makkah, saw the new message as a direct threat to their power and traditional beliefs. Surah Al-Ghaasyiyah's focus on the Day of Judgment and the consequences of disbelief resonates deeply with the challenges faced by the early Muslims. The surah's vivid descriptions of the afterlife served as both a warning to the disbelievers and a source of hope for the believers. It served as a powerful reminder of the ultimate accountability that awaited all, regardless of their worldly status or power. The surah emphasized that true success and salvation lay in faith and righteous deeds, not in material wealth or social standing. The surah's vivid imagery and warnings served as a source of solace and strength for the believers, affirming the truth of their faith and the inevitable triumph of good over evil. It reinforced the idea that despite the trials and tribulations they faced, the believers were on the path of truth and righteousness, and that ultimately justice would prevail. Surah Al-Ghaasyiyah derives its name from the first verse, Al-Ghaasyiyah, the overwhelming, which refers to the Day of Judgment. The surah begins by painting an awe-inspiring picture of this momentous day, describing its overwhelming nature. It then goes on to contrast the fates of two groups of people, the righteous and the wicked. The righteous, those who believed in Allah and lived virtuous lives, will be in a state of bliss in paradise. They will be surrounded by beauty and blessings, their faces radiant with joy. The surah vividly describes the gardens of paradise, with its flowing rivers, delicious fruits, and luxurious furnishings. In stark contrast to the people of paradise, who are promised eternal bliss and joy, Surah Al-Ghaasyiyah portrays the agonizing fate of the disbelievers and the wicked. Their end is filled with unimaginable suffering and torment. Their faces will be blackened with despair, showing the deep sorrow and regret they feel. This is a reflection of their darkened hearts in this world, hearts that turned away from the light of faith and righteousness. They will be consumed by the torment of hellfire, a punishment that is both physical and spiritual. This raging inferno is described as a blazing fire, an unending source of pain and suffering. The surah vividly describes the horrors that await them, leaving no doubt about the severity of their punishment. It paints a picture of unbearable suffering, a fate that no one would wish upon themselves. Their thirst will be unquenchable, a constant reminder of their dire situation. Their food will be nothing but thorns and bitter plants, offering no nourishment or relief. This stark contrast between the destiny of the righteous and the wicked serves as a powerful reminder of the consequences of our choices in this life. It highlights the eternal outcomes of our actions and beliefs. It emphasizes the importance of choosing faith and righteousness over disbelief and wickedness. The surah calls upon us to reflect on our lives and make choices that lead to eternal happiness rather than eternal suffering. The recitation of Surah Al-Ghaasyiyah holds immense significance for believers. This surah, which is the 88th chapter of the Holy Qur'an, is a powerful reminder of the events that will unfold on the Day of Judgment. It serves as a potent reminder of the Day of Judgment and the importance of living a life pleasing to Allah. The surah vividly describes the contrasting fates of the righteous and the wicked, urging us to reflect on our actions and their consequences. By reflecting on the vivid descriptions of paradise and hellfire, we are encouraged to strive for righteousness and avoid actions that lead to Allah's displeasure. The imagery used in this surah is both awe-inspiring and humbling, making us more conscious of our deeds. Reciting this surah with sincerity and contemplation can soften our hearts, reminding us of our ultimate purpose in life, to worship Allah alone and live according to His teachings. It encourages us to seek forgiveness and strive for a life of piety and devotion. It can also bring solace and comfort during times of hardship, reminding us of the temporary nature of this world and the eternal bliss that awaits the believers. The recitation of Surah Al-Ghaasyiyah can be a source of immense spiritual strength, helping us navigate the challenges of life with faith and resilience. The message of Surah Al-Ghaasyiyah remains as relevant today as it was 1400 years ago. In a world often consumed by materialism and the pursuit of worldly pleasures, this surah serves as a powerful reminder of our true purpose and the inevitable accountability that awaits us. By reflecting on the contrasting fates of the righteous and the wicked, we are encouraged to prioritize our relationship with Allah and live a life guided by His teachings. The surah's emphasis on the Day of Judgment reminds us that our actions in this world have eternal consequences. It compels us to make conscious choices, choosing faith over disbelief, righteousness over wickedness, and humility over arrogance. Understanding the Asbabun Nuzul, the historical context of revelation, can significantly enhance our comprehension of Surah Al-Ghaasyiyah. While the surah's message is universal, knowing the challenges faced by the early Muslims during its revelation provides a deeper appreciation for its significance. It highlights the surah's role in providing solace and strength to the believers facing persecution and opposition. By understanding the Asbabun Nuzul, we can better connect with the emotions and struggles of the early Muslims, drawing inspiration from their unwavering faith and resilience in the face of adversity. This deeper understanding allows us to apply the lessons of Surah Al-Ghaasyiyah to our own lives, finding relevance in its timeless wisdom and guidance. Exploring the Asbabun Nuzul of Surah Al-Ghaasyiyah is just one example of the many treasures that await us when we delve deeper into the study of the Qur'an. By understanding the historical context, linguistic nuances, and various interpretations of the verses, we unlock a wealth of knowledge and guidance that can illuminate our lives. The Qur'an is a living miracle, its message as relevant today as it was centuries ago. It's through continuous study, reflection, and implementation that we can truly benefit from its timeless wisdom and divine guidance. Let us strive to internalize the message of Surah Al-Ghaasyiyah, allowing its profound wisdom to guide our thoughts, words, and actions. Let us be mindful of the Day of Judgment, striving to live lives that will earn Allah's pleasure and lead us to the eternal bliss of paradise. May Allah grant us the understanding and the strength to implement the teachings of the Qur'an in our lives. May He make us among those who are deserving of His mercy and blessings on that momentous day. Jazakum Allahu khairan for joining me on this journey of reflection and learning.